Hello traders, and welcome to the series of trading psychology. And today I want us to discuss the secret sauce to long-term profitability, right? So when I mention sauce, I know you know this chili sauce, right? The things that you like spicing up your fries with, okay? So uh, as we tackle the secret sauce to long-term trading, remember we are dealing with mastering trading discipline. Okay, mastering trading discipline. So what is trading discipline? Okay, so trading discipline is the ability to stick to your plan consistently. Remember, you have a trading plan. I've always been advocating for a trading plan. So being a disciplined trader is you being in a position whereby you can be able to follow your trading plan consistently, right? So that is saying no to bad setups, and even when you see them very much tempting, you really try and avoid them. You stay completely out of those bad setup. And discipline is equals to long-term consistency, right? Discipline is equals to long-term consistency. So what are the traits of a disciplined trader? I have read the book by Mark Douglas titled The Disciplined Trader. And some of the things that I'm going to mention here, they're just an amplification of what Mark Douglas has taught in his book, The Disciplined Trader. And you find that number one trait of a disciplined trader is patience to wait for high probability setup. So disciplined traders don't rush the markets. So they analyze the market, and they wait for the market patiently to come to their setup, not them following the market, but the market coming to their points of interest. And that's what we are calling a high probability setup. So disciplined traders, again, they have emotional stability, right? They have emotional stability. Whether they win in the market or whether they lose in the market, their emotions remain stable. And that's what helps them even to be able, in terms of when they make losses, they are able to recoup themselves, or they are able to compose themselves and look for the next high probability setup without any biased decisions or emotions attached. Okay, so disciplined traders, they have commitment to process over results. They look at the process. How can they be able to improve their process rather than how they can be able to make more dollars? All right. So they don't look at the monetary value, but instead they look at the process, ways that they can be able to increase or improve their process. And the reason why you find that for disciplined traders, learning is part of each and every day. They learn. Each and every day is a learning opportunity. They learn from their wins, they learn from their losses, and they're able to capitalize their weaknesses, and maybe probably they're able to refine their weaknesses and turn them into strengths, and also look at ways that they can be able to reinforce their strengths even for better high winning rates. Okay, so you need to understand that a habit, when you have a certain habit in trading, it's a loop. I usually call it a habit loop. So I look at it in terms of the cue, the routine, and the reward. Okay, and in trading, when we look at the cue, this is when a price hits a key level. That gives you a cue that this is maybe probably the time to execute that particular trade. All right. And the routine is whereby now you do your confirmations, right? You check your checklist, you look at your checklist, right? And then you execute that trade calmly, right? Without any pressure, without any hesitance, without any doubt in yourself, without any fear, okay? And then now there is the reward. And in terms of the reward, we look at it in terms of less stress, right? More consistency, rather than looking at it maybe probably in terms of wins and losses. That is the monetary value. Okay, so this is the habit loop. What I just explained is an habit loop of a disciplined trader. So the cue is waiting for the price to come to a key point of interest. The routine is doing the confirmation by checking their checklist, or maybe probably marking their checklist, all right, and then now executing the trade calmly. And the reward is less stress, more consistency. Okay, so For disciplined trader, again, it's good to look at discipline vis-a-vis motivation, right? Discipline vis-a-vis motivation. So you find that motivation is temporary. Motivation is very, very temporary and emotional. If you are trading out of a motivation because someone has motivated you to trade, then know that motivation is temporary and very emotional. So maybe you might need that someone to motivate you each and every day, but what happens if the motivation, you lack that motivation? Okay, so instead you want to look at it in terms of a discipline, because discipline is an action regardless of emotions, right? Discipline is an action regardless of emotions. So if you are disciplined, then it means that you don't need the motivation for you to trade, because you are disciplined. You are disciplined. So you are not trading from a point of emotions, right? And you find that discipline helps to build systems that function even when you don't feel like it. Okay, so the reason why you need to be a disciplined trader rather than trading from a point of motivation. Okay, so for you to be a disciplined trader, you find that there are tools for accountability that you can be able to use. There are some tools that you can be able to use for accountability. For instance, we can talk about daily trading journal, whereby you journal all the setups that you take. And I can't overemphasize about the journal, because the journal is what helps you to track your progress. All right. Then we talk about trade review templates. Of course, it is very important for you to be able to review those trades so that you can be able to identify maybe your weaknesses and your strengths, right? And then there is the accountability buddy or a mentor. Okay, so the reason why we have a trading communities, I know we have those trading communities, maybe Discord, Telegram, but it's good to have an accountability partner, right? A close friend, maybe you're trading with, and this person is your accountability partner. They will help you so much in terms of maybe you not repeating the same mistakes that you've been repeating, because the moment they see you repeating that mistake, definitely they are going to alert you, right? They are going to tell you this is not, we said don't do this, okay? And the same case with a mentor. A mentor is very important. Remember, um, the fruit, the sweetness of the fruit or the healthy of the fruit is determined by the seed. Okay, so and this is where the mentor, a mentor really plays a great role. So if you have been mentored by a mediocre, then the result will be the result of a mediocre. All right, but if you have been mentored by a mentor who really knows what he or she is doing, then you'll find good results or excellent results. All right, so the brain, you need to understand that the brain seeks excitement. Okay, the brain really seeks excitement, and disciplined traders or disciplined trading feels boring. So you should be in a point to ask yourself, are you after excitement, or are you able to endure the boring process of trading and maybe probably achieve the result that you want to achieve? Okay, so because here you're talking about a success, you want to be a successful trader, and you need to understand success is found in repetition and predictability. So are you able to repeat this boring process each and every day, each and every month, year in, year out? Okay, so very it really takes a lot of discipline to do that. So you need to rewire your mind to value process over drill, right? You need to really rewire your mind and value the process over drill if you want to be a disciplined trader. Remember, the psychology of sticking to a system, it's very important. The routine that we establish in terms of trading, again, it's also very important, right? So we can have two traders, maybe probably trader A and trader B, and you find that trader A is consistently growing, right? And trader B chases setups. So why is trader A consistently growing? Because they are following a system. So it is important to follow a specific system. Don't be all over, okay? Don't be all over. If you maybe if you scatter yourself all over, what will happen is a roller coaster equity curve, whereby you'll see your equity curve will be looking on the downside. Again, not looking, not the kind of result that you would anticipate to have. So a disciplined trader wins over time. That's what I can say. So as a disciplined trader, you need to avoid some mental traps. Like for instance, we have seen instances whereby maybe you have hit your daily targets and maybe you see a setup and you start telling yourself just this one, all right, just this one, or maybe probably just these ones. So you end up violating your rules, and that trade that you're telling yourself, just this trade, that is the trade that will cause you losses. Sometimes it can even wipe out your profits, and even you end up losing even more than you could have anticipated to lose. Okay. Another common mental trap is where I find traders saying that I need to make my money back. All right. I need to make my money back. That is after you take some losses. And then now you tell yourself, no, I can't close this day before I have my money back. And then now you start doing revenge trading. And we say the revenge trading will definitely lead you even to more losses, right? Another psychological trap or another mental trap is whereby you find traders say that this is so good to miss, all right, this is too good to miss, or this looks too good to miss, all right. So and the moment you take that trade that looks too good to miss, then that's probably the trade that again is going to usher you into losses, all right. So you need to be in a point whereby you need to avoid these psychological traps to sabotaging your mind. All right. So you need to really be very strong mentally. So some of the daily practices for disciplined traders. Number one is reviewing the plan before the market opens. All right. Then recite the trading affirmations. Remember, I have told you, or I have mentioned about the trading affirmations. It was a live video I did, so you can go on the live session and you'll be able to see that trade. I mean that live webinar that I streamed via YouTube about trading affirmations. Trading affirmation is by maybe, for instance, you can tell yourself, I am not trading from a point of fear. I am approaching the market with confidence. Such kind of things or phrases that really help in terms of giving you the confidence that you deserve. All right. So also it's good to reflect on trades, not just results. Okay. So don't just maybe probably focus on the results. Reflect on those trades. Analyze even the winning trades, because you might be able, the winning trades will give you the cues in terms of where your strengths are, and therefore you're able to capitalize even more on that. Okay. So discipline beats strategy, right? Discipline beats strategy, and discipline is equals to skill, right? Discipline is equals to skill. Systems, they are what they are the ones that creates freedom, right? Systems are the ones that create freedom. The reason why you need to follow a particular system, and also it's important for you to build a discipline muscle on a daily basis. All right. So on a daily basis, make sure at least as a forex trader, you have been able to learn something that will help you in terms of improving your discipline. So as I wind up, I believe you have found these successful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And until then, stay calm. All right, I can say stay calm, stay disciplined, and I see you in the next one.